What is the biggest mistake you see entrepreneurs make when starting a new business? Part 2. Welcome back. In the last video, I covered 4 of the most common legal-related and non-legal mistakes I see entrepreneurs make when they are starting up a new venture. Today, I want to cover 4 more. So number 5, lack of a basic business plan. I already discussed the importance of market research in the first segment, but that's really just a component, albeit a critical one, of building a more detailed business plan. A business plan is not something you just have ChatGPT create in order to placate a lender or show your parents you're serious about your idea, knowing that you'll never look at it again. Thinking through your business model, defining your target market, analyzing your competition, developing a marketing strategy, and making short and longer term financial projections is meant to help you. Without a business plan, you'll be winging it day to day without clear direction, preparedness, or planning. It's hard to succeed when you haven't defined what success looks like or figured out what your milestones are. Number 6, lack of adaptability. This is the flip side of failing to create a business plan at all. I see almost as many folks who put tremendous thought and effort into their business plan to the point that they later become unwilling to deviate from it at all. When you are this rigidly stuck to your original plan, despite changing market conditions or the emergence of new opportunities, the best case scenario is often indefinite stagnation. More often, the outcome is a business that struggles or fails to survive in the face of unforeseen challenges. Building a business plan is critical, but consider it an evolving document and amend it. Literally, append a written amendment to it if you have to, as circumstances change and new information emerges. Number 7, failing to build a team or engage professionals. Now, this isn't just me and my self-interest encouraging you to engage a lawyer. In fact, this has been something that I've struggled with in my own small businesses over the years. Letting go of control and trusting your team or even your outside experts is harder for some of us than others. But are you truly the person who is best suited to deal with law, taxes, finances, website design and maintenance, sales, negotiations, marketing and branding, customer relations, networking, strategic planning, HR matters, inventory management, and administrative matters? And so it turns out I personally, at least, am not. Now, this can be a tough and humbling lesson to learn, but if you can know your own strengths and find the right people to handle the tasks that you aren't particularly good at, or to whom you can offload things that you truly despise dealing with, your business is going to have an advantage over your competition. And finally, number 8, time management. There are things about building a business that are actually kind of fun, and there are things that are utterly, mind-numbingly, soul-drainingly awful. Which will vary drastically between individuals, which is part of the reason why having a great team in place can be so important for efficiency and proper division of labor. But let's face it, even for those tasks that fall exclusively to you as the owner, some of them may make you feel energized and give a false sense of productivity, even though you aren't actually accomplishing all that much of anything meaningful or lasting. And it's easy to convince yourself that you're busy working while you're engaged in those tasks, when really there's something mission critical that you ought to be attending to right then instead. Some people are naturally better at managing this than others, but this is probably the most common and most deleterious mistake out of all of them. It will take some focused effort and attention, but even a 10% incremental improvement on better prioritizing your tasks and monitoring how you use your time is likely to pay huge dividends in the success of your business. Now, I just noted that managing and overcoming the time management error is easier for some folks than others, but that's actually true for every single one of these mistakes. And it's true for almost everyone, even entrepreneurs who are extraordinarily successful. It's certainly true for me. I've underestimated startup costs in the past, although I've become more diligent about that going forward, and I still struggle with enlisting the help of my awesome team instead of trying to do everything myself. So it's okay if you see yourself in these common pitfalls. If you can spot them early, learn, and adapt, They can be stepping stones to greater success. Business owners. What are the most common mistakes that you see business owners make when they're starting up a new venture?